Have you ever heard of this term, the mastermind group, that in any endeavor that you have to assemble a team of the best specialists possible? And if you can find a team of people who have the right skills, people who all agree to work towards the same goals, they can become an unstoppable force. So this is a generally well-known practice for any type of endeavor, whether you're starting a company or in our case, we're talking about creative projects. That said, there is one particular relationship that I want to talk about today. Maybe I wouldn't consider them a member of your team as such, but for any creative who's working on their artistic journey, their career, their pathway, there is one type of person that it's imperative that you connect with, and that is the mentor. Someone that has experience, someone that's gone through the peaks and valleys, the highs and the lows of a creative career, and knows how to navigate it and can show you what's ahead and give you some wider perspective. Because we talk about all the time how difficult it is to launch and maintain a professional creative career. Not only do you need collaborators, not only do you need to be part of a community of other creatives, not only do you need business connections, but you need to have relationships with people that have an interest in what you're doing, that are going to look out for you and are going to be there for you when you have questions, when you're feeling stressed out, when you need another point of view. And I learned so much from having these relationships. And sometimes it's up to me. I'd sometimes go to one of my bosses, or there'd be someone in the industry that I would meet, or maybe they're a client, and I would ask them if they would be willing to mentor me. I would be very direct about what the agenda was, and if we could have a one-on-one lunch to talk about my career development. And pretty well every time I've asked for this kind of relationship, people are willing to do it. Some of my friends now who are successful angel investors, who've bought and sold companies, who've done very well in these other directions, I will sometimes say, hey, I need to get your advice about something, or I'd like to get your advice. Here's what I'm doing with a project. Here's the things I'm thinking about. What do you think? And they will always give me insights. So here's my advice to you. Make sure that you always have people in your life who are interested in what you're doing, that you have a good level of trust with, who are looking out for you, who are much further along the path than you are. They might not be in the same industry. It's those relationships that are going to give you morsels of knowledge, ideas for strategies. They're going to give you ways to relens some of your challenges and even question some of the storylines that you have. And it's whenever there's something going wrong that we need to make sure that we've learned the lesson that's there. And if we haven't taken the right lesson, if we haven't learned from those challenges, those mistakes, those projects blowing up, things going wrong, well, sometimes a mentor can assess the situation and assess a project that's gone wrong where something blew up, and they might offer you a different insight than the storyline that you have in your mind. So have a think. Potential mentors are all around. Of course, I do have a program for formal one-on-one mentor session. So in conclusion, knowledge and experience is invaluable. And the more that you can intake, the more you can learn from others, the better off you're going to be. So yes, find yourself several mentors. Always make sure that you have people in your life that are further ahead of you and that specialize in other areas. I'll also say if you're doing well in your creative pathway, you've experienced some success, you have some experience, offer that knowledge to others. I've had so many people that have helped me in my career, have shared their experience, have called bullshit on my silliness, and it's done me no end of good. And there's sometimes I needed to be pushed by someone else, and I needed to be called out by someone else, and I needed someone else to give me a different perspective on the challenges that I had. And I'm all the better for it. As always, please like and subscribe. Click on that button. I think I'm supposed to say that. And we'll talk to you next week. Okay, bye-bye.